Hey guys, so what I want to do today is review inequality word problems with you. So we're going to start with our inequality symbols, and we're going to talk about words you might hear that would translate into each of these inequalities. Now, the interesting thing is you're going to hear some familiar words that you would, when you first hear things, you go, that means adding, that means subtracting. But actually, no, it means an inequality sign because this little guy is part of the phrase. So when we add an is, which means equals, to words that mean less or greater, now we're talking about an inequality symbol. So some examples for the first one is we would have is greater than, is more than, and even something like is older. Oops, sorry, I didn't do my is in my right color. Oh, I forgot myself. Is older than. And the same little guys show up here. I'm going to write a couple of them. Bink, bonk, bonk. So inequality words that mean the less than symbol is less than, is fewer than, is smaller than. Okay. But the words that are really strange, in fact, I'm going to move this guy over, he's too close. The words that are really strange are the ones that go with the greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, because the words seem opposite to what you expect. Something's greater than or equal to, then it's going to be more, but actually it's not. We're going to hear things like, and I'm not going to do the is again, but again, is going to be part of it, is at least. So how can the word least go with greater than? Well, at least is actually representing the equal part. This is the smallest it is, the least it is, but that means it could be more. Is minimally. Again, at the smallest. Okay? And then less than or equal to, this one's super strange, right? Is no more than. So more than sounds, is no more than. It sounds like it's going to be huge, but no, it's saying this is the biggest it can be, but it could be less. Is at most. Is maximally. Okay, so those are just some examples of the words we would hear that mean greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of examples, and we're going to be asked to, I'll do a simple one here, is translate the inequality define the variable. It's always part of it. If they don't tell us what the variable is, then we have to come up with a definition. So we are going to have to write some stuff. This one is our shortest one. Kevin ran for less than 5 miles. Now, what's kind of funny about this sentence is that I don't hear the word is, but I do hear a verb, ran. Ran less than. So what I've got is an unknown, so let's use, like, I don't know, X, surprise, surprise. How far Kevin ran. And then we can go ahead and translate. Well, first off, sorry, forgot. So we've got that ran for less than. So that tells us it's going to be a less than symbol. And we put it all together, and we got Kevin ran less than 5 miles. I don't know how much he ran, but I just know it's less than 5 miles. Okay? All right, in the next two, we actually are going to solve. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to, well, I might be able to squish one over here. Let's do number 2 here and maybe number 3 on the other side. So this one's going to be long, so I'm going to turn off my audio and pause it. And then when I turn it back on again, the words will magically appear. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and turn off pause it, and then write it down, and then start up again. So Tino's Pizza charges $9 for cheese pizza. Eileen has $45 to spend to buy pizza for the Spanish club. What is the maximum number of pizzas she can buy? So you can go ahead and pause it, and then join me back, and we'll work on this. All right, so here we go. We've got this gal, pizza costs $9, she's got $45 to spend. What is the maximum number of pizzas that she can buy? It doesn't say she has to spend all of her money, we just know how much money she could spend. So X is going to be the number of pizzas Eileen buys, or can buy. Okay, and then the word is the maximum. So if you think back over here, it's like that right there, right? So that's going to be a greater or less than or equal to symbol. So we've got number of pizzas she can buy. I know it costs $9 per pizza. So if I multiply 9 times how many pizzas, that's how much money she spent. And I know that the inequality needs to be less than or equal to, and then the 45. And then we would just do inverse operations to solve this problem. So I'd divide both sides by 9, and I would get x, let's see, can I squish this in? Is less than or equal to 5. So Eileen can buy at most 5 pizzas. And that would be my answer. Okay? Let's do number 3 up here. Let's see. Bob needs at least $180 for a new stand-up paddleboard. He mows lawns for $15 per lawn. What's the least number of lawns he needs to mow to reach his goal? So I can see here, number of lawns is our unknown. So number of lawns mowed. And then let's look for an inequality word. The least. Okay, so that's going to be, but it could be more, so that's going to be greater than or equal to, because 180 be buying an okay paddleboard, but if he mowed more lawns, he could buy an even more deluxe one. Okay, so, and then it's $15 per lawn, so it's kind of like the Gino's Pizza. So we're going to have $15 times the number of lawns he mows is going to be greater than or equal to his goal number of 180. Okay, and then he just solves. The inverse of multiplying is dividing, so we divide both sides by 15. And that gives me x is greater than or equal to 15 goes into 18 once with 3 left over, and 15 goes into 30 twice. So I would say Bob needs to move, let's try that again, at least 12 lawns to earn $180. Okay, so there you are. That's all we have for today. All right, good luck. Bye-bye now.